Hi everyone, this is Red again, and I'm not going to do these videos on a daily basis, on a regular basis. I might do them on the weekend updates, but I did want to do another one, a special one today because of the importance of it with the timing. I really strongly believe we are getting ready to have a major sell-off coming. Everything is pointing that way. And so I just wanted to prepare everyone for this should it happen. And by the way, here, this is my desktop, and that's my cat Lucy. She bigger than that now, but that's when we took her in to get her fixed. And then that's Desi. You can't see him for all these icons, but it's out back on the porch anyway. And just to let you know, no one has donated to help out Anna and her animals. Not a single person. So maybe you didn't see it, but I certainly would appreciate it if you at least everybody chip in $5, $10, $20. It's right here on my site, folks. You know, pretty simple. Just click donate, $5 or $10. Appreciate that. Let's see. Where do I want to go? I want to show you the weekly. Let's see here. Weekly, I still think that by the end of this month, which is pretty much this Friday, we are going down here and tagging this trend line. That is at 988. I think that's where we'll bounce. Hopefully, we might pierce it. I don't know, but I think that's where we're headed. You know, it is still extremely bearish. You can see I went over this in the weekend video, the monthly, weekly, daily. They're all pushing this market down. The 60-minute chart is the weak one, and it's trying to push up, and the 15 is trying to push up, and they're just too weak. Basically, if you could compare these to children and adults, the monthly would be 60-year-old grandfather, and it's been around the ropes. He's wise. He's got the money, power. The weekly would be a 40-year-old, his 40-year-old son, and the daily would be like I don't know, a 25-year-old nephew, and then the 60-minute chart might be a 16-year-old boy, and then the 15-minute chart might be an 8-year-old boy. As you can see, the power structure is the way this goes. This is why it cannot fight these stronger trends, these stronger charts that are pushing this thing down. This daily is still buried. It's no sign of this thing coming up. So you know, the best you can hope for tomorrow is, you can see this 60 here. This 60 tried. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do, but I thought it would go up a lot higher than what it did. But there's just too much downward pressure on it, and it's trapped in this downward channel. If you draw a line right here, right down through here, you can see that is the top part of the channel, and you can kind of draw one down here if you exclude this little pierce here. Draw one down through here, and you can see that this is just a channel, and it's just walking its way down the channel. It tried to hook back up. The 60 was the only thing pushing up. It's like a I don't know, a fish swimming against the stream. Unless it's a trout, it's going to have a really hard time swimming upstream because the monthly, daily, weeklies are all pushing it back down. So it tried today. It did get up, and it ran out of steam. As you can see, the histogram bars started turning over. At the same time, the 15-minute chart, it tried as well. So the 60 and the 15 tried the best they could, and they pushed up as much as they could until the 15 finally gave out and sold off into the close there. That's why we had that sell-off there. I really wanted a little bit higher to get in it. I really did. I was hoping I could get in a little bit higher. So I'm still sitting in cash. It's kind of frustrating. So. But that's my own stupidity, you know, from not trusting my own judgments here. You can see that the channel better here. If you draw a line right here, you can see we stayed right in that channel. It went up, hit that area there, that line that's not there, and traded along it the whole time. And then when the 15 finally gave out and collapsed, it just sold off. And then after hours right now, we are down as low as 1060 in after hours. So I don't know if it's going to go back up or not. I can tell you this, if it opens and does not gap out tomorrow, if it does not gap out of this line, out of this channel. That means it's got to at least gap. I would say it's going to have to gap up to maybe 1080 or something. Maybe on some good news from the retail consumer confidence or something. I don't know. It's not much out really to gap it up, but if it doesn't gap up and gap out of that line, and if it opens up down, it's going to continue down. I'm telling you, it will not go back up. It's too much pressure on it. It's rolling over here on the 15. It can just go deeper and deeper and deeper here. It does not have to go back up and make another histogram tower. The 60s has already rolled over and is dying. Now, if the 15 turns and goes back up, then the 60 could roll back up here and put in a little higher tower. But that's going to take it gapping out. But do understand, even if it gaps out and goes to 1080, 1100 is as high as it's going to go, because if you actually draw a line from this high down to here and on down to meet here, you're hitting around 1100. That is another downward sloping trend line that's going to have major resistance should it get there and hit it. I don't think it's going to get outside of this channel. I think it's going to open up down and continue down. Everybody's going to be buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip. It's going to keep going lower and lower and lower. And when it gets here, it'll try to bounce up, but it's not going to get out of that channel. It's going to keep going down and down and down. I think we're looking at a big, big sell-off by this Friday. I think this is starting to look exactly like the crash in 1987. You know, I know I'm a bear, and I've been wrong many, many times, but eventually if I call wolf, I think there will be a wolf at the door, and I'm telling you, I think that the wolf is the door now. This is very bearish right here. This is an inverse head and shoulder, and that pattern, when it fails, that's very bearish. That pattern should have took us out up to here, but there was no news to get this thing to push forward. No support from the daily pushing it forward, or the weekly, or the monthly. They were all pushing it down. It needed some good news to maybe gap up and get out of there. I really thought in that weekend video it'd go up here to there, but it's just too bearish right now. It's just too many charts. The larger charts are controlling this market right now, and they are pushing down. Regardless of what the media is going to spin, I really think that we are going to end up with a huge sell-off come Friday. And if we look at this chart right here, this is Monday, 1987. I don't know if that's where we are today. If that's where we are today, then we gap up a little Tuesday and run up a little Tuesday, and that'll be the high of the week. And then there's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Black Monday, 1987. You know, I hate to show you this because I've been wrong so many times, but this is just, it's got all the things needed for this to happen this time. Now, I may be wrong on these dates. We might be right here. That might have been what we call Friday, the up day we had Friday, and today is Monday. Then Wednesday we close down, Thursday we close down, and Friday we have a massive sell-off. Because, you know, next Monday is closed for holiday, Memorial Day weekend. So people are going to be buying these dips, and it will not, if it cannot gap outside of that of this channel, it's going down. That's just all there is to it. And this channel line is controlling this whole market. And right now we're down here at 1060 range. Now we'll probably go down here in the overnight futures and retest this and then try to come back up. But we got to gap up. And I'm going to tell you, any gap up, I'll be looking at this to get overbought again and go short. Same thing here. I'll be looking for this to run up here and go short. And if it does not gap up and just opens up lower, I'm getting in right off the bat. And just I should have done that today. I had my opportunity there, and I screwed up because you know, I thought we was going to go further up. So, but at this point, with the daily pushing down, with the weekly pushing down, the monthly, I don't have a monthly here, but these are just bearish, bearish, bearish signs. You know, you can call this a bottoming tail, but it's you know, this in this case it's wrong. You know, that's a necktie pushing this down. This market is going to tank. I hate to say that. So if you're a bull, get out. If you're not in, get in. You know, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.